Good morning. Good morning. Just I want to know. Excuse me. 251648909008. Wait. Yeah. One number is there. Who is there in that number? 25164890. Excuse me.
Namaskar to all of you. Dr. Srijit, am I audible clearly?
Yes, sir. Audible, sir.
Okay. So the first slide is visible.
Sir.
Is it moving? Second slide.
Yeah, moving, sir.
Fine. So good afternoon. Namaskar to all of you. On behalf of India Meteorological Department, I extend a warm welcome to all our friends from press and electronic media for this monthly press conference. Today we will be presenting about the weather during July and the forecast for the second half of monsoon season and the month of August. As all of us know that southwest monsoon has set in over Kerala on 30th May against normal date of 1st June, and it covered the entire country on 2nd July against normal date of 8th July. That is 6 days before the normal date of covering the entire country. On the left-hand side, you can find out the blue lines, which are the lines of monsoon advance this year, and red line is the line of monsoon advance as per the normal conditions. So what we find here, that there was almost in time monsoon onset and advance over the South Peninsular India, over northeastern India, but over central India, it was delayed by about 7 to 10 days. And adjoining East UP and adjoining areas of northern plains. But over northwest India, it became faster and it covered the entire country by 2nd July. If I look at the rainfall status, all India summer monsoon rainfall, that is from 1st June till 31st July, you will find that red line on the left hand side. Yes, please. Anyone want to ask? Okay, fine. So the red line on the top left diagram is the normal daily rainfall activity, and the blue bar diagrams are the actual daily rainfall activity. So you find here, you will find that during the 10th to almost 26th June, 10th to 26th June, the rainfall activity was less than normal, except around 19th or 20th June, when a low pressure system or something developed cycle circulations, which would make up some area. Therefore, the monsoon rainfall during June was deficient. It was about 11% below normal. But after that, rainfall activity picked up from 27th June, and higher rainfall activity continued till about 8th July. Thereafter, there was a small period for 2 to 3 days where rainfall was less than normal. Again, it picked up in 13 to 15 July. And what I want to say that after 27th June, you will say that almost the good monsoon conditions continued over the country, except 1 or 2 days in between. As a result, for the month of July, we could get very good rainfall activity. And on the right-hand side, you can find out the cumulative rainfall activity, that is 1st June to 31st July, which shows that the red colored meteorological subdivisions, that is Jammu and Kashmir, Ladakh, Himachal Pradesh, Punjab and Haryana, Chandigarh, Delhi, and here it is East UP, Bihar, Jharkhand, and West Bengal, Nagaland, Manipur, Mizoram, Tripura. These were the deficient monsoon rainfall meteorological subdivisions. Otherwise, it was normal to excess, especially the South Peninsula and adjoining central India got excess rainfall activity. Now, looking at the monsoon core zone, that is the diagram in the bottom left, you will find that similar to all India rainfall, monsoon core zone also got good rainfall activity during the month of July. And in the month of June, it was less than normal rainfall activity. Now let us look at some statistics. If I look at June, it was, as I was telling you earlier, it was 11% below normal for the country as a whole, and it was more significantly deficient over to northwest India. It was 32.6% below the normal. But South Peninsular India was 14.2% above normal. When you come to July, the country got just opposite. It was 9% above normal rainfall country as a whole. But Northwest India continued to be deficient. Again, that is minus 14.3. East and Northeast India, it was minus 23.3 as it is expected. It is a good monsoon month. Certainly, East and Northeast India gets less rain. And Central India, it was 33% above normal. South Peninsula continued to get more rainfall. It was 36.5% above the normal. So considering the cumulative rainfall 1st June to 31st July, it was 1.8%, or roughly it can say 2% above normal. And it has become below normal for Northwest India and East and Northeast India, and above normal for Central India and South Peninsula India. And maximum rainfall occurred over
market complex आलोरे ताको थैतान करिया मध्ये हमर दाबी रहउची आजि जो हटा 10 करी भंगाउनी ये दीर्घ 2 सप्ताहला माइक बोलुतला आजि
may I request to switch off your mic, please. Now let us look at the time series of rainfall over different homogeneous regions like Northwest India. As I told you, Northwest India got less rainfall, except the first week of July. It has got below normal rainfall activity in the month of July. East and Northeast India, the second diagram on the left from the top, you will find that yes, it has also got less than normal rainfall almost every day in the month of July, except 3-4 days. Now, Central India, if you just look at it, has got normal or above normal rainfall almost many days in the month of July. And South Peninsula also same case. So there was some kind of consistency in rainfall activity over Central India and Peninsular India throughout the month of July. As a result, it was normal to excess rainfall in these two homogeneous regions. On the right-hand side, this is the district-wise rainfall activity from 1st June to 31st July. As we saw in these meteorological subdivisions, the districts in the eastern parts, especially over the Bihar, East UP, Jharkhand, Gadget West Bengal, North Odisha, these are the districts which has been most affected, and it has been deficient rainfall. Apart from that, there has been districts in Punjab, Haryana, Chandigarh, and adjoining areas of Himachal Pradesh and Jammu, where also rainfall has been deficient. In Northeast India, also the rainfall has been deficient, quite a good number of districts. But unlike that, if you look at Central India and Central India and Peninsular India, most districts are normal to excess rainfall. Now, this is the July rainfall. On the left-hand side, this is the meteorological subdivisions. You can find out that except some subdivisions in Northwest India, like Jammu and Kashmir, Ladakh, Himachal Pradesh, Haryana, Chandigarh, Delhi, and Punjab. And in the south, it is the Rayalaseema, just marginally deficient. And in the east, it is Bihar, Jharkhand, and Gadget West Bengal, which is deficient. And northeastern states, 3 meteorological subdivisions are also deficient. If we look at the district-wise rainfall distribution in the month of July on the right-hand side diagram, also you will find out that yes, most of these districts are eastern India and northeastern states, and some parts of Northwest India. Now let us look at the time series of the average rainfall activity in month of July from 1901 to 2024. So what you find that in the recent years, if we just look at from 2001 onwards, in most of the years, the rainfall in July has been near normal. And this year, it was, there is no record-breaking rainfall in July this year as a country as a whole. It was the 51st highest, you can say, since 1901, and 8th highest rainfall activity from 2001. So area outlet rainfall for Central India, if you just look at it, is the 3rd highest since 2001, and it is the 15th highest since 1901. And if you find out for last 3 consecutive years, that is 24, 2024, 2023, and 2022, the country is getting good rainfall activity in the month of July, which is very important in the perspective of agriculture. So July is the sowing month, therefore last 3 years it has been a good rainfall activity helping the agriculture. Now let us look at area-weighted rainfall for South Peninsular India, which has got excess rainfall this year in the month of July. So you will find that it has been the 20th highest rainfall in 1901. So therefore, there is no such record-breaking rainfall, but it is the 7th highest since 2001. If I look at East and Northeast India, there you will find that it has received the 10th lowest rainfall since 1901 and 6th lowest since 2001. Now, if I look at a summary, what you find that the South Peninsular India has continuously got above normal rainfall for last 5 years. So there is some kind of trend you can see in the recent time. And continuously it has got deficient rainfall for Northeast India for last 4 years. Okay. So while country as a whole for last 3 years is getting good rainfall activity and Central India also getting good rainfall activity above normal. South Peninsula is also getting for last 5 years above normal rainfall activity, and Northeast India is getting below normal rainfall activity for last 4 years. Now let us look at what happened in the month of July with respect to the extreme weather conditions. On the left-hand side diagram, this is the location of heavy rainfall events in the month of July. The red one are the extremely heavy rainfall activity, that is 21 centimeter and above. Then the blue one, that is the very heavy rainfall activity, that is 12 centimeter to 20 centimeter. Then green one are the heavy rainfall activities, that is anything from 7 centimeter to 11 centimeters. So what you find that there were extremely heavy rainfall activity all along the west coast, starting from Kerala up to Gujarat, the Saurashtra Kutch. In addition to that, there were certain extremely heavy rainfall activity in central India, starting from northern peninsula towards Chhattisgarh, Telangana, but very sporadic. And again, along the foothills also you have got extreme rainfall activity, including Assam, Meghalaya, Southern West Bengal, and Sikkim, and UP, Uttarakhand, and Himachal Pradesh. Now, if I compare this heavy rainfall activity with previous years, what you find that this year extremely heavy rainfall activity is in 193 occasions we have got, and last year it was 205. So that means this year has been almost similar activity as compared to last year, but there are certain differences. The difference is that last year in the month of July, if you remember, we got more extreme heavy rainfall activity over the western Himalayan region, covering Jammu, Kashmir, Himachal Pradesh, Uttarakhand, and areas. But this time it has been less, and it has been more along the west coast.
IC Balashn, Jilla Collector, അതോടൊപ്പം തന്നെ മറ്റ് ഉദ്യോഗസ്ഥർ സേനയിൽ നിന്നുള്ള
switch off, please. Yeah. Now let us look at in brief.
യോഗത്തിൽ പ്രധാനമായും ചർച്ച ചെയ്യുന്നത് ഈ രക്ഷാപ്രവർത്തനം ഏതൊക്കെ രീതിയിൽ മുമ്പോട്ട് കൊണ്ടുപോകണം, ആളുകളെ ഇനി കുടുങ്ങിക്കിടക്കുന്ന ആളുകളെ കണ്ടെത്തുന്നത് സംബന്ധിച്ച്. അതേസമയം ആളുകളുടെ പുനരധിവാസം അത് വളരെ പ്രധാനപ്പെട്ട ഒരു കാര്യമാണ്. പ്രതിപക്ഷ
So there has been some kind of exceptionally heavy rainfall activity in West UP and Uttarakhand, that is at 8th July. So we got 46 centimeter in Bareilly district, that is Bahari, and Banvasa, Champaputra district, 43 centimeters. Then Saurashtra, 19th and 20th July, we got Porbandar and 49 centimeter, and Kalyanpur in Devbhumi district, Dwarka, 29 centimeter, and also on 20th July, we got Devbhumi Dwarka, 42 centimeters. So there has been of the order of say 40 to 50 centimeter rainfall in certain parts of the country. As it happens every year, you can find out certain stations reporting like that. In Madhya Maharashtra, Tamini reported 56 centimeter on 25th July in Pune district, Lavasa 45 centimeter, and Lonavala reported 35 centimeter. Extremely heavy rainfall activity was located. It has occurred over Uttarakhand during 6 to 8 July, Konkan Goa during 7 to 9 and 9 to 25 July, Uttar Pradesh 5 to 8 July, Madhya Maharashtra 21 to 26 July, Gujarat region 16th and 21 to 26 July, Saurashtra Kutch 18 to 20 and 20 to 24 July. The urban areas which experienced extremely heavy rainfall activity, that include Mumbai in different periods like 7 to 9, 11 to 12, 13 to 14, 18 to 22 July, Pune 24 to 26 July, Goa 7 to 9 and 12 to 19 July. Panjim reported 36 centimeter on 14 July. In Surat got 25 to 26 July, and Baroda reported 32 centimeter on 20th July. Similarly, Kerala towards the end of this month and 29th, 30th July, had the extremely heavy rainfall activity, and it was highest of 34 centimeter. Now let us look at the factors for good rainfall activity during July or excess rainfall activity. Both El Nino and Southern Oscillation and the Indian Ocean Dipole were in the neutral conditions. And it has transitioned from El Nino towards the neutral conditions. So most of the days, monsoon trough was in the south of its normal position, which helped to get good rainfall activity over central and peninsular India, and below normal rainfall activity over Gangetic Plains and northeast India. There were three low pressure systems in the month of July. First one was the 15 to 17, second one was 18 to 23, and third one is 26 to 28 July. And today, there is a cyclonic circulation over against West Bengal and neighborhood. So there has been one after another development of the low pressure systems or the cyclonic circulations during the month of July over the head Bay of Bengal, moving across central India, which has resulted in good rainfall activity in central India and south peninsular India. There has been a total 11 number of days of low pressure systems against normal of about 13.5 days in the month of July. The maiden Julian oscillation was favorable in terms of its occurrence. It was lying in the phase 2, 3, 4, 5. As a result, these phases, that is the Bay of Bengal, Arabian Sea, Equatorial Indian Ocean, and Maritime Continent, when MJO lies in this position, it causes very good rainfall activity. It also leads to formation of low pressure systems over the Bay of Bengal. So therefore, I can say that MJO was favorable for good rainfall activity during the month of July. So here the statistics on the right-hand side table that what happens to the low pressure systems in recent years, you will find that yes, this year we have got 3, normal is 3.27. That means a normal number of low pressure systems have developed this year, and which included one depression also. In 1823, it was a depression. Now, this is the depression which developed and it moved west-northwestwards and hit the coast near Chilika in Odisha, and it caused very good rainfall activity over different parts of the country. When the low pressure system develops on Odisha coast, entire westerly winds along the west coast enhances and rainfall activity also increases. In association with this, also we got extreme heavy rainfall activity along the west coast, including Konkan and Goa, coastal Karnataka, and Kerala. Now let us look at other weather systems. There were western disturbances, but they were very weak and no major interaction with tropical easterly winds from the monsoon from the Bay of Bengal. Unlike last year, if you remember, July 8 to 13, there was a very massive scale interaction between western disturbance passing over northwest India and the monsoonal easterly winds going towards northwest India. And it resulted into very intense rainfall activity over the western Himalayan region, leading landslides, droughts, etc. But this year, that type of western disturbances did not occur in the month of July, and therefore northwest India also got less rainfall, and also relatively the adverse weather has been less during the month of July over northwest India as compared to last year. The offshore trough was active because of the formation of the low pressure systems, and also offshore trough was there. So we got good rainfall activity. Gujarat, South Gujarat to North Kerala, you could find many days the offshore trough. This offshore trough is an important parameter for improving the rainfall activity along the west coast. There was east-west shear zone, that means strong westerlies coming from Arabian Sea, engulfing the peninsula and central India and the Bay of Bengal. Again, easterly winds from Bay of Bengal reaching out towards northwest India. So in between, so this type of easterlies to the north and westerlies to the south, this type of situation is called as the shear zone. So therefore, this east-west shear zone oriented from roughly along 20 degree north to 23 degree north helped in intensification of monsoonal circulation over the region, and hence good rainfall activity in the month of July. In addition, also there were cyclonic circulations over the Gujarat region and Saurashtra and Kutch, which helped in rainfall activity over Gujarat. So if we look at the semi-permanent features, yes, monsoon was very active over Arabian Sea with very strong winds in most of the days. A low-level jet was active, and hence it caused good rainfall activity. While in the Bay of Bengal, it became active only when there were low systems in first week, third week, and fourth week. So in contrast to June, when MJO was in phase 6 to 1, that is in the western hemisphere, which is not favorable for monsoon activity over Indian region. But in July, it was phase 3 to 5 on many days. That is the equatorial Indian Ocean and maritime continent, which helps in improving the convective activity and hence formation of low pressure systems and hence the rainfall activity over Indian region. Monsoon trough lay to the south of normal positions in many days, and heat low was intense than normal. Usually, the normal pressure of the heat low is 994 to 995 HPA. And the month of July, if you consider the mean, it was 992 HPA. That means heat low was, and heat low means intense heating. That urges the activity of the monsoon circulation over the region. So heat low lies over Pakistan. Jacob was near normal position. It lay there. It was more intense, causing the very good rainfall activity. Tropical easterly jet, that is another component of monsoon that was active also. Wind speed was quite high at about 90 to 100 knots, while normal is about 70 knots. So it also helps in influencing the active monsoon conditions. Now let us look at the extended range forecast of rainfall deviation from the normal issued on 18th July, valid for 25th July to 1 August. So this forecast, if you just look at this forecast, indicating that there will be very active monsoon condition leading to above normal rainfall activity over the central India, starting from South Odisha towards Gujarat and coming towards West UP and Haryana, Chandigarh, Delhi, and along the west coast, starting from Gujarat to Kerala. Also, you can see here that it was indicating that there will be very high rainfall activity in this region. The violet and deep violet or blue, whatever you find, is the region where the prediction was above normal activity, and yellow or orange indicates the below normal rainfall activity prediction. This is the prediction on 18th July. On 20th July, every Thursday this forecast is issued. This is called as extended range forecast, valid for next 2 weeks. We issue every time. On 25th, when we issued this forecast, it also reiterated that central India will have more rainfall activity starting from Odisha to Rajasthan and Gujarat, and also along the west coast, similar activity was predicted that will be higher than normal. And more deep in the violet color, that indicates that more departure from the normal rainfall activity. That's what it was predicting. On the right hand side is the actual rainfall activity. What happened actually? If you compare, you will find that yes, there are 2 zones in central India, and another is along the west coast and then peninsular India, where rainfall has been above normal, or you can say excess rainfall activity. So therefore, what I want to say that the extended range forecast model, what we are utilizing, that provides very good guidance up to 2 weeks in this active monsoon spell, what occurred during 25th July to 1 August. Now let us look at the temperature. What happened actually on the top row, it is the actual maximum temperature, minimum temperature, mean temperature. In the bottom, it is the maximum temperature anomaly. On the left hand side, what you find that if you remember the meteorological subdivisions which got less rainfall, you will find here the maximum temperature is higher in those subdivisions. In South and Central India, you got the below normal temperature, and along the foothills and Northeast India, you got the above normal temperature. Similar is the case with respect to minimum temperature. South Peninsula got below normal temperature, and there was above normal temperature over the region where it did not get good rainfall activity in the north. Now let us look at comparison. If I compare the all India temperature, the maximum temperature, it was 10th highest in the record of 1901 to 2024 for the month of July. If I consider minimum temperature, it was the highest. The rank is 1. Minimum temperature for all India during month of July was the highest during the period of 1901 to 2024. The mean temperature was the second highest. Northwest India, if I just consider, it was the 8th rank according to data from 1901 for maximum temperature, and 2nd rank for minimum temperature, and 3rd rank for the mean temperature. East and Northeast India, if you just look at it, it was the 2nd rank for the maximum temperature in the data of 1901 to 2024, and the 1st rank for minimum temperature and the mean temperature. The Central India, if you just look at, the maximum temperature was quite less, therefore rank is 49. Similar South Peninsula, rank is 55th. But the minimum temperature, it was the highest for central India, and southwest India, it was the third highest. So what I want to say that the all India and the different homogeneous regions have experienced higher than normal minimum temperature, and it is ranking between 1 to 3 for different regions. So maximum temperature, actually, it is the east and northeast India which was the second highest because of rainfall deficient systems, and we could not, it could not be cooled. Otherwise, central and south peninsula was quite less. It is becoming quite below the rank if we consider data of 1901 to 2024. Now, this is just time series of the same thing. What I told you, you will find that yes, in month of July, as I was telling that the rainfall activity in the month of July in the recent time has been higher than normal. Similarly, you see here, the mean temperature has been higher than normal. The minimum temperature also has been higher than normal in the recent time. It is expected. Once you have got good rainfall activity, sky is cloudy most of the time, and therefore minimum temperature becomes higher than normal. Now, this is the case of east and northeast India. So what happens is here also you can find that mean temperature is higher than normal, just like rainfall is in deficient time, and here the minimum temperature is also higher than normal. You may ask me, how is it when I'm explaining that cloudiness is more and temperature increases, minimum temperature becomes higher. Now, how is the case in northeast India or east northeast India? What happens actually in east and northeast India? There will be cloudy sky, but rainfall will not occur. That means the low clouds will be less and the medium and high clouds will be more, which will not cause much rain, but it will have the trapping of the radiation, hence the temperature can rise. Now let us look at the verification of forecast what we issued on 1st July for the month of July. On the right hand side, this is the forecast what we issued, indicating that it will be above normal rainfall for the country as a whole, more than 106%, it has become 109%. So therefore, the all India forecast what we predicted for the month of July has come correct. If I look at the spatial distribution, we also predicted that it will be normal to above normal rainfall activity for many parts of the country, except many parts of northeast India, some parts of East UP, Jharkhand, Bihar, etc., and some parts of northwest India like Jammu Kashmir, Ladakh, etc., and some parts of southeast peninsula covering this area. So actually, if you just look at on the middle diagram, this is the grid point spatial analysis, you will find that most places what we predicted more normal to above normal rainfall has been correct, and the deficient rainfall in most parts or many parts of northeast India and some parts of here east and northwest India has been correct. But however, some kind of below normal rainfall activity for gangetic plants. Just for example, we predicted here in this region about that it will be above normal, but in certain areas it has become the below normal. Similarly, the third diagram on the leftmost side, that is the distributed rainfall activity, that also compare, if you compare that with our forecast, you'll find that more or less to a large extent, about 80% of the area forecast has come correct. In certain area, forecast has gone wrong. That can be expected because it's a seasonal monthly forecast. Now let us look at the verification of the maximum temperature. On the right hand side was the forecast. On left hand side it was the actual. So I will say that quite reasonably it could be predicted that above normal temperature in many parts of eastern India, northeastern India, east central India, it could be predicted well. South peninsula to a certain extent could be predicted well. But north peninsula across say Konkan coast, we predicted above normal, but they become the normal to below normal temperatures. So like that, if I just look at many parts forecast has become correct, in certain areas it has been over predicted in terms of above normal temperature, like say Jammu and Kashmir, Ladakh, and adjoining areas of Himachal and Uttarakhand, which have become actually normal to below normal temperature. Now let us look at the minimum temperature. Minimum temperature, right hand side is the minimum temperature forecast, and left hand side is the actual minimum temperature. Here also you find that many parts has experienced the above normal temperature, which is predicted, and the below normal temperature in many parts of this northwest India also has been realized here. And some parts of South Peninsula also has been predicted, but Maharashtra region, where we predicted that it will be above normal, it has become below normal minimum temperature. Now let us look at the El Nino and southern oscillation conditions. You can find out that this is the area is in the ellipse shown here. So what you find that the eastern equatorial Pacific is cooling. And if I find out what is the average temperature for last week, it is becoming Nino 3.4 region, which influences Indian monsoon is plus 0.1 degree Celsius. So equatorial SSTs were above average across West Central Pacific, around the maritime continent, and in the Indian Ocean. Near to below normal SSTs were evident in the East Central and Eastern Pacific, and below average SSTs in the Central Equatorial Pacific. And if you look at the value, if it is within plus minus 0.5, it is considered as the neutral conditions. Therefore, the ENSO neutral conditions are prevailing at present. On the right-hand side, you can just see the marching ahead of how the temperature is changing over the period of time. So it is continuously temperature is falling, and it is near normal at present. Now let us look at the forecast. If I look at West and July conditions, the forecast indicates that June, July, August, it was predicted to be the neutral conditions. July, August, September is equally 50-50 conditions for La Nina and El Nino. And August, September, October, if we just look at it, is showing the dominance of La Nina conditions. Blue bars are the La Nina conditions, gray bars are neutral conditions, and red bars are El Nino conditions. So what it indicates that till next pre-monsoon season, you can see that there is no condition of El Nino, but La Nina conditions are likely to prevail. And what we predict that towards the end of August, we can expect the development of weak La Nina conditions, and which will continue till the end of this year or till the winter season of next year. Now, same is the condition forecast from different models. Now, if you look at the Indian Ocean dipole, if you look at this white region, that region indicates neutral conditions. And these are the various types of forecast for different models. But you find that all the models are indicating that the Indian Ocean dipole will be neutral during the monsoon season. So at present, neutral IOD conditions are prevailing, and it will continue to be neutral IOD conditions till the end of the monsoon season. Now let us look at the forecast. As all of us know that as for the new strategy implemented from 2021, we are providing monthly forecast and seasonal forecast for each month and each season. And we have issued forecast for the first stage in the April, then second stage in the month of May, then we have issued monsoon onset forecast, then we have issued forecast for June, forecast for July. And today we are issuing forecast for August, and also the second half of the monsoon season, that is August and September. Now let us look at the forecast for August, September. So this is the forecast for August, September. On the country as a whole, if you just look at rainfall over the entire country during the second half of the southwest monsoon season, 2024 is most likely to be above normal. And above normal is defined as the rainfall more than 106% of the long period average. So the rainfall is expected to be good during August, September taken as a whole, and it will be more than 106% of the long period average. And if I look at the long period average rainfall during August to September, that is 1st August to 30 September, it is about 422.8 millimeters. And this is based on data of 1971 to 2020. Now, if I look at the spatial distribution, you will find that normal to above normal rainfall activity is expected on most parts of the country, except Northeast India and adjoining Eastern India. You can see here that covers Jharkhand, southern West Bengal, and northeastern states. Many parts you will find that yellow and orange. So there you can expect the below normal rainfall activity. Similarly, here also in central India, certain parts, East Central India, certain parts covering Odisha, South Chhattisgarh area, where also you can expect the below normal rainfall activity, certain areas. Now, in the northwest India, if you look at Ladakh and Himachal Pradesh, there also in certain isolated pockets, we can also expect below normal activity. Here, Saurashtra and Kutch and some parts you can say South Gujarat region, where you can also expect below normal rainfall activity. And here the extreme southern peninsula also shows some very limited region where you can expect below normal activity, covering South Kerala and extreme South Kerala and extreme South Tamil Nadu. The white region, whatever white spots you find in this diagram, that indicates that for the models have no signal in that region. We cannot tell you what will happen in that region, whether it will be below normal or above normal. Model does not have any strength in that region. Now let us look at the forecast for August. If we look at the forecast for August as compared to August, September, we are expecting less rainfall in the month of August. And for the country as a whole, our forecast is that rainfall will be normal. And normal is defined as 94 to 106% of the long period average for the month of August. And based on data of 1971 to 2020, the rainfall is expected to be, rainfall normal is 254.9 mm. Therefore, rainfall which we are expecting in the month of August will be 94 to 106% of 254.9 mm. Now, below normal, many parts will have normal to above normal rainfall activity. Here you can find out the green area is more here compared to violet area. But however, green and violet indicates the normal to below normal rainfall activity. Yellow and orange indicates the below normal rainfall activity. So southern parts of central India, starting with South Odisha, South Chhattisgarh, Maharashtra, and Gujarat, and adjoining you can say northern peninsula like North CAP, Telangana, and some parts of North Karnataka, etc. This area is expected to get below normal rainfall activity. So this is one block where you can expect below normal rainfall activity. Another block is the Northeast India, that is Assam, Meghalaya, Mizoram, Manipur, Tripura, etc. And here the eastern part of India, including some parts of West Bengal, Jharkhand, and Bihar, where we can expect below normal rainfall activity. And of course, here in northern parts like Jammu and Kashmir, Ladakh, certain regions, and Punjab, certain area, where also you can expect below normal rainfall activity. So what I want to say that just like we have seen for June and July, in August, September, and in the month of August also, it is indicating that the western Himalayan regions will have certain area deficient rainfall. That means perhaps we can interpret it, we can speculate that perhaps the interaction of western disturbances with monsoon region, with monsoon circulation will be less than expected, less than normal, again, in the month of August. Let us look at the maximum temperature over most parts of the country. You will find that maximum temperature is expected to be above normal, but this area, the central part, you see, it is covering starting with Uttar Pradesh and East Rajasthan, then Madhya Pradesh, South Chhattisgarh, and coastal Andhra Pradesh, southern eastern part of Telangana, northern Tamil Nadu. This area, obviously, it is a green and violet color, which stands for normal to below normal temperature. So this area will have normal to below normal maximum temperature, and remaining parts will have normal to above normal, have above normal maximum temperature. Looking at the minimum temperature, yes, you will find the above normal minimum temperature, since we are expecting normal rainfall, so it is also expected that temperature will be a little higher. So above normal minimum temperature in many parts of the country, except the southeast peninsula, where you can expect normal to below normal temperature, minimum temperature. मैं आप सभी को थोड़ी हिंदी में बताऊंगा कि दक्षिण पश्चिम मानसून सीजन अगस्त से सितंबर 2024 के दूसरे भाग के दौरान पूरे देश में बारिश सामान्य से अधिक, यानी लॉन्ग पीरियड एवरेज का 106% से अधिक होने का संभावना है। 1971 से 2020 के ऐतिहासिक आंकड़ों के आधार पर अगस्त से सितंबर की अवधि के दौरान पूरे देश में वर्षा का लॉन्ग पीरियड एवरेज का लगभग वैल्यू है 422.8 मिलीमीटर। सामान्य से लेकर सामान्य से अधिक बारिश देश के अधिकांश हिस्सों में होने का संभावना है, जैसे यहाँ दिए गए चित्र में दिखाई जा रहा है। सामान्य से कम बारिश होने का जो क्षेत्र है वो है पूर्वोत्तर और पूर्व भारत के आसपास इलाके, और लद्दाख, सौराष्ट्र एंड कच्छ के कोई हिस्सों, और मैं और मैं मध्य और प्रायद्वीपीय भारत के कुछ इलाका में हम बिलो नॉर्मल रेनफॉल एक्सपेक्ट कर सकते हैं। भूमि क्षेत्र में भीतरी जो सफेद क्षेत्र है उसमें मॉडल का कोई संकेत नहीं है। मॉडल का लिमिटेशन है जो सफेद क्षेत्र है, तो इसमें कोई पूर्वानुमान मॉडल से नहीं हो पाता है। अगस्त महीने की बात करें तो अगस्त 2024 के लिए पूरे देश में मासिक वर्षा सामान्य सीमा यानी लॉन्ग पीरियड एवरेज का 94 से 106% के अंदर रहने की संभावना है। 1971 से 2020 को आंकड़ा के आधार पर अगस्त के दौरान पूरी देश में जब वर्षा होता है वो है 254.9 मिलीमीटर यानी रफली यू कैन से 26 सेंटीमीटर। सामान्य से लेकर सामान्य से अधिक वर्षा देश के कोई हिस्से में होने का संभावना है। ग्रीन कलर और वायलेट कलर जो आपको दिखाई दे रहा है, मगर जो येलो और ऑरेंज कलर दिखाई दे रहा है वो एरिया है मध्य और आसपास के उत्तरी प्रायद्वीपीय भारत के दक्षिणी भागों में, पूर्व भारत के पूर्वोत्तर और आसपास के क्षेत्र में, उत्तर पश्चिम और दक्षिण प्रायद्वीप भारत के कुछ हिस्सों में जहां येलो ऑरेंज कलर दिखाई दे रहा है वहां बिलो नॉर्मल रेनफॉल होने का संभावना है। और सफेद क्षेत्र जो दिखाई दे रहा है आपको वहां मॉडल का कोई पूर्वानुमान नहीं है। अभी मैक्सिमम टेम्परेचर की बात करें तो सामान्य से अधिक तापमान देश के बहुत सारे हिस्सों में देखने को मिल सकता है, मगर जैसे मैं बोल रहा था आपको कि उत्तर प्रदेश, ईस्ट राजस्थान, मध्य प्रदेश, विदर्भ की पूर्वी हिस्सा, साउथ छत्तीसगढ़, ईस्ट तेलंगाना और कोस्टल आंध्र प्रदेश और नॉर्थ तमिलनाडु के कुछ हिस्सों में तापमान सामान्य और सामान्य से कम होने का संभावना है। मिनिमम टेम्परेचर की बात करें जो ये दिखाई दे रहा है मोस्ट पार्ट्स में देश में एबो नॉर्मल टेम्परेचर, एबो नॉर्मल मिनिमम टेम्परेचर होने का संभावना है। सिर्फ जो साउथ ईस्ट पेनिनसुला है जो कवर कर रहा है कि कोस्टल आंध्र प्रदेश, नॉर्थ तमिलनाडु एंड एरियाज तेलंगाना एक्सेट्रा, वहां नॉर्मल से बिलो नॉर्मल मिनिमम टेम्परेचर होने का संभावना है। अभी हम अगले 4 हफ्ते का पूर्वानुमान देखें तो वीक 1 जो 1 अगस्त से शुरू हो रहा है, सो इसमें आप देखेंगे तो इस हफ्ते में 5 से 7 अगस्त, ये थोड़ा गलत लिखा गया, 8 अगस्त लिखा गया, ये 7 अगस्त है। 5 से 7 अगस्त में आप देखेंगे कि पूरी कंट्री में अच्छा बारिश होने का संभावना है, माने मॉनसून विल बी इन एक्टिव कंडीशन। जैसे आपको यहाँ वायलेट और डीप वायलेट कलर दिखाई दे रहा है, जहां जहां डीप वायलेट कलर दिखाई दे रहा है वहां ज्यादा से ज्यादा अधिक वर्षा होगा और लाइट वायलेट कलर में एबो नॉर्मल रेनफॉल तो होगा, मगर टॉप प्रायोरिटी एरिया जैसे आप देख रहे हैं यहाँ उड़ीसा, छत्तीसगढ़ वगैरह, ये संभावना है जब कोई लो प्रेशर सिस्टम या साइक्लोनिक सर्कुलेशन ऐसे मूवमेंट होगा, इससे यह प्रतीत होता है। और इसके साथ साथ ये सिस्टम नॉर्थ ईस्ट इंडिया को प्रभावित करेगा, इसलिए यहाँ भी आपको ज्यादा बारिश दिखाई दे रहा है। इसके साथ साथ देखेंगे कि यहाँ एरिया में कम बारिश दिखाई दे रहा है, जैसे आपका कोस्टल कर्नाटक और केरला में नॉर्मल से बिलो नॉर्मल रेनफॉल दिखाई दे रहा है। जब हम सेकेंड वीक को जाते हैं 8 अगस्त से 15 अगस्त तक आप बोलिए, सो इसमें क्या होता है कि जो नॉर्दर्न प्लेन्स है से नॉर्थ उड़ीसा ईस्ट वेस्ट बंगाल से शुरू करके पंजाब हरियाणा तक अच्छा बारिश होने की संभावना है नॉर्मल से ज्यादा। इसके साथ साथ जो सेंट्रल इंडिया और पेनिनसुला इंडिया है वहाँ थोड़ा रेन कम होने की संभावना है, मगर तमिलनाडु नॉर्दर्न एरिया में एबो नॉर्मल रेनफॉल का संभावना है। सो जो 15 से 22 अगस्त है वो फिर जो जोन था नॉर्दर्न गैंजेटिक प्लेन्स में, ये थोड़ा नीचे आ रहे हैं, सेंट्रल इंडिया फिर बारिश बढ़ रहा है। सो इसमें देखिए हम 4 वीक का तो पूर्वानुमान यहाँ लगाए हैं, मगर हमारा पूर्वानुमान का एक्यूरेसी जो है वो अच्छा है फर्स्ट 2 वीक्स ओनली। इसलिए मैं आपको रिक्वेस्ट करूंगा, ये आउटलुक जैसे आप देख सकते हैं 3rd वीक एंड 4th वीक, मगर फोरकास्ट के लिए आप फर्स्ट वीक और सेकेंड वीक देखिए। इससे पता चलता है कि फर्स्ट वीक में फॉर कंट्री जो होल एबव नॉर्मल रेनफॉल होगा और सेकेंड वीक में नियर नॉर्मल रेनफॉल होगा फॉर द कंट्री एज ए होल, एंड स्पेशल डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन में आपको डिस्कस किया। नेक्स्ट 5 डेज का फोरकास्ट देखें तो हम ऑरेंज कलर वार्निंग दिए हैं और रेड कलर वार्निंग भी बहुत सारे रीजन में आज के लिए, जैसे मैं बोला कि अच्छा कंडीशन अभी प्रिवेल कर रहा है। नेक्स्ट 3 डेज के लिए साइक्लोनिक सर्कुलेशन डेवलप हुआ है, ये वेस्ट नॉर्थ वेस्ट मूव करेगा। सो सेंट्रल इंडिया एंड पेनिनसुलर इंडिया एंड नॉर्थ ईस्ट इंडिया में अच्छा बारिश होने का संभावना है, इसलिए हेवी रेनफॉल वार्निंग जैसे हम यहाँ दिखाई दे रहे हैं ये इशू किए हैं। तो थैंक यू वेरी मच। तो मैं यहाँ ही मेरा प्रेजेंटेशन समाप्त करता हूँ। अभी हम लोग क्वेश्चंस ले सकते हैं।
Hello, sir.
यस
Sir, this is Jayashree from Hindustan Times. Sir, I wanted to know whether there was an early warning for Kerala's rainfall and also for Himachal Pradesh's rainfall. And if you could explain what are we seeing in Himachal Pradesh and Kerala also a little bit, sir.
जी, जैसे आप सभी को पता होगा हमारा जो फोरकास्ट दिया जाता है हर दिन वो सभी आप लोगों को शेयर भी हम कर रहे हैं।
Sir,
और
just to
जैसे
add
हमने
to Jayashree's
आपको
question.
Sir, please speak in English.
Okay, so
Sir,
you might be knowing
Sir,
that
Dr.
we
Mahapatra.
forecast every day, and the forecast is shared with all of you. So it is open domain. So हम लोग forecast continuously देते हैं from monthly scale, then it is followed by extended range scale. Every Thursday we provide the forecast for next 2 weeks. And then we provide forecast every day, valid for next 7 days. And warning is issued for next 5 days at district level and meteorological subdivision level. So I have shown you the extended range forecast issued on 18th, issued on 25th, indicating the good rainfall activity along the west coast during 25th to 1 August, 25th July to 1 August, and also in central parts of the country. And also I showed you what is the actual rainfall realized, and you can find that it was in agreement in most of the areas. And similar is the case I have shown in the monthly forecast. So daily rainfall, if you just look at, yes, we showed our forecast every day, starting from 23rd. If you just look at the forecast of the rainfall at most places over the west coast, including Kerala, Karnataka, coastal Karnataka, and Konkan, etc. And then from 25th onwards, we issued warning. Yellow warning was continuing, and from 29th, we issued the orange warning. When the orange warning was issued, be prepared, take actions. And the heavy, very heavy rainfall, when we say it is up to 20 centimeter, rainfall can be expected up to 20 centimeter. So this was our forecast. And rainfall has been 34% in certain areas, very isolated places. It has been extremely heavy, and there has been heavy to very heavy rainfall over the region. So similarly for Himachal Pradesh also, we issued every 5 days forecast. It is issued. And if you ask me for the month of July, our heavy rainfall warning for day 1 forecast is only 88%.
Dr. Mahapatra, Dr. Mahapatra, this is Kalyan from Deccan Herald.
Yes, please, Kalyanji.
Dr. Mahapatra, were there multiple cloud bursts in Himachal and Uttarakhand yesterday? And is it unusual?
Yeah, it is very difficult to identify whether it is a cloudburst or not. For example, in Delhi also yesterday there was rainfall. We say it was extremely intense rainfall activity, intense spell, extremely intense spell. So, for example, in Delhi we got, I think, somewhere about 89 millimeter in one station, something like that, in 1 hour. But if you look at the rainfall activity during 12 UTC to 15 UTC, it was concentrated in that time, and we got heavy rainfall. But afterwards, also in Delhi, it continued. Similar is the case with Himachal Pradesh and other areas. So warning was in place. But it is very difficult to say whether it will need the data collection, and every individual AWS has to be analyzed and to find out whether it exceeded the 10 centimeter. So we have analyzed for Delhi. I told you for Delhi, it was not cloudburst in Delhi yesterday. It was extremely intense spare.
So was there a red warning issued for Kerala?
I told you it was orange color warning issued on 29th. And orange color warning indicates be prepared to take action. And red color warning was issued on 30th early morning.
Sir, Amit Bhattacharya from Times of India.
Yes, please, Amitji.
Regarding yesterday's rain, there doesn't seem to have been a red color warning in place. What was?
It was orange color warning. For Delhi, from Monday onwards, we told that there will be heavy rainfall activity, moderate to heavy rainfall will be for Delhi. Initially, it was yellow color, then we made it orange color.
Sir,
I request all of you, I have requested all just that actions should be taken from orange color. Because orange stands for be prepared to take actions. So we should not wait for till red color warning. We should take action from orange itself.
Sir, when was the orange color alert issued?
For Delhi,
Yes. Was it
can
issued
someone
yesterday
respond?
or
I
the
think
day?
Krishna, can you? Yeah, just I will ask someone because I don't remember. We can inform you. We can go ahead. We'll inform you when we issue.
Okay. Okay.
Sir, one more question I want. Okay.
Sorry, Jayashree, if I may.
Hello.
Yes,
Sir, we have had a good monsoon activity for over a month now. And do the models now suggest a break in the monsoon or a lull or a weakening in the monsoon? And if so, what are the possible dates when monsoon is likely to become weaker in the coming month?
Yeah, thank you, Amit-ji. Thank you very much for this question. Actually, I explained this in some experiments forecast issued, but I could not clarify a little more. Normally, in the month of August, we get a break around middle of the month. That is, you can say 10th August, 20th August. Normally, you will have a break. You cannot have continuous. It is a climatological phenomena. Climatologically, we get a break. If you look at the forecast issued by us and in the extended range, it indicates that rainfall activity is maximum the first week, that is up to 7th. And after that, rainfall activity is decreasing. I told it to be excess rainfall activity this first week. Second week, it will be near normal. And third week, as you see in our forecast, that it is little further decreasing. So that means, as for climatology, we can expect a break. That means we can expect a decrease in rainfall activity after 8th August. Okay, so this is our expectation. Up to 8th August, we can expect above normal rainfall activity. After that, there will decrease, and we can expect below normal rainfall activity for a few days.
Sir, I wanted to know what is the reason for these multiple kind of extreme intense rainfall spells over Himachal Pradesh, Uttarakhand that we saw yesterday, and also Kerala. It was not extremely intense, right, sir?
Kerala rainfall, it was 34 centimeter, the highest reported in certain districts, and it was around 14 centimeter in Wayanad district. Okay. So in that sense, if you compare 50 centimeters, it is not like that. But the point is that there has been continuous rainfall activity, and accumulation of rainfall also matters instead of only the 24 hours rainfall when you go for landslides, etc. Okay, because soil has to be saturated, the water. So there are so many mechanisms. Actually, we are not dealing with landslides, so I should not speak much about that. But there was continuous rainfall activity as it was predicted from 18th onwards, and in weekly forecast, and then from 23rd onwards, we told most places rainfall. From 25th onwards, we told that there will be heavy rainfall to very heavy rainfall activity every day. Prediction was every day heavy to very heavy rainfall activity for 29th to 30th. So whatever it is, the other question was the Himachal Pradesh. Yes. So what happened actually? We predicted this point. If you look at our press release, we are mentioning again and again every time that monsoon trough is shifting towards north. Western end monsoon trough is shifting towards north. Therefore, we predicted Delhi will have heavy rainfall activity. That prediction was there. We are very clear about that. We are going to experience this activity, and Himachal Pradesh rainfall will increase. That Western Himalayan region rainfall will increase. That was expected, and accordingly, we have the prediction. So the cause, what you asked, this is because of the monsoon trough shifting towards the north.
सर मैं विनोद यादव दैनिक भास्कर मुंबई से
yes Vinod ji.
Sir, actually for
मेरा सवाल
Delhi,
विदर्भ से
one minute please. 1 minute, sir. Actually for Delhi, we issued the orange color on 30th for the 31st heavy rainfall. Again, same orange color was issued again on 31st for the 31st.
So, 2 days ahead, orange color warning was issued for Delhi.
Yeah, 2 days lead time we have issued. 31st heavy rainfall. Yeah.
Okay.
सर मैं विनोद यादव मुंबई से बोल रहा हूँ मेरे दो सवाल है सर महाराष्ट्र में अगस्त में मौसम कैसा रहने वाला है कितनी बारिश होने की उम्मीद लग रही है सर दूसरा सवाल था सर यूपी के जो पूर्वांचल इलाके हैं वहां पे इस बार बारिश बहुत कम हुई है किसानों को सिंचाई से लेकर काफी नुकसान हुआ तो बारिश वहां इस बार क्यों कम हुई क्या वजह रहा
So first I will address the second question. East UP, Bihar, Jharkhand, Delhi, West Bengal, North Odisha, adjoining North Chhattisgarh, this area got less rainfall activity. Month of June and July also. It is mainly because if you just look at for the Janamani,
sir.
yeah, log out. Yeah. Log out, don't show all this.
सर हिंदी में जवाब दे तो ज्यादा अच्छा हो।
हाँ ठीक है, मैं ये बोलना चाहता हूँ कि ईस्टर्न इंडिया में ईस्ट यूपी से शुरू करके झारखंड, बिहार, वेस्ट बंगाल, नॉर्दर्न पार्ट्स ऑफ उड़ीसा, यहाँ बारिश बहुत कम हुआ है जून एंड जुलाई में। स्पेशली आप ईस्ट यूपी, बिहार, झारखंड बोले तो ज्यादा कम हुआ है। इसका रीजन यही रहा कि जो मानसून ट्रफ है जुलाई महीना में, मानसून ट्रफ इसका नॉर्मल पोजीशन से मोस्ट डेज साउथ में रहा है। पोजीशन क्या होता है ना, गंगानगर, एक्चुअली जाफराबाद इन पाकिस्तान, गंगानगर in Rajasthan, Allahabad, then Kolkata, then goes to northwest Bay of Bengal. This is the positional monsoon trough, and monsoon trough is the main indicator of monsoon. The area lying to the south of monsoon trough gets more rainfall. The area to the north of monsoon trough gets less rainfall. Since in the month of July, on many days, it lay to the south of the normal position or normal position. So these areas, which mostly lie to the north of the monsoon trough position, they could not get good rainfall activity. Second reason is that in the month of July, we got 3 monsoon low pressure systems, including 1 depression, but all the 3 systems developed in northwest Bay of Bengal and adjoining west central Bay of Bengal. They moved either South Odisha or North Odisha, and they went west northwestwards. No low pressure system moved across UP or Bihar or Jharkhand as such. So as a result, also the low pressure systems could not influence rainfall activity over this region. Again, when there is a low pressure system, the southwest sector of a low pressure systems gets heavy rainfall, most intense rainfall. So therefore, East UP, Bihar, Jharkhand could not get good rainfall activity in the month of July. But as for prediction, what prediction we have put up now for the week 1 and week 2, I can apprehend that there will be increase in rainfall activity over East UP, Bihar, Jharkhand in the coming days. Am I clear? मैं ठीक हो गया विनोद जी?
यस सर, महाराष्ट्र रह गया सर।
Sir, I'll shift to this side. Sir, you
महाराष्ट्र
talked
क्वेश्चन क्या था आपका?
महाराष्ट्र के मराठवाड़ा और विदर्भ में इस बार कैसी बारिश रहने की उम्मीद है अगस्त में?
हाँ, तो फोरकास्ट आप देखें, जो अभी हम फोरकास्ट इशू किए हैं, इसकी सर्च फॉर मंथ ऑफ अगस्त आप देखेंगे ना, जो ईस्टर्न विदर्भ वगैरह है, बिलो नॉर्मल रेनफॉल एक्टिविटी एक्सपेक्ट कर रहे हैं, और जो रिमेनिंग पार्ट्स ऑफ महाराष्ट्र है वहाँ नॉर्मल टू एबव नॉर्मल रेनफॉल एक्टिविटी एक्सपेक्टेड है। नॉर्दर्न पार्ट्स ऑफ महाराष्ट्र, इसका मतलब ये हो गया में बिलो नॉर्मल रेनफॉल होने का संभावना है इन मंथ ऑफ अगस्त, और अगस्त सितंबर टुगेदर आप लें तो अच्छा बारिश होने का संभावना है। जैसे जुलाई महीने में बहुत ज्यादा बारिश हो गया महाराष्ट्र में, अगस्त महीने में कम बारिश होगा कंपैरेटिवली, और वो जो कम बारिश इलाका है वो है नॉर्दर्न पार्ट्स ऑफ महाराष्ट्र, स्पेशली कवरिंग विदर्भ एंड एडजॉइनिंग एरियाज।
Sir, I have a question. I am Neha from PTI.
बोलिए नेहा जी।
Sir, like yesterday, many areas received like more than 100 meters rainfall in Delhi. Or I know there was orange alert was placed for Delhi and moderate rain was expected. So
No, not moderate. Orange stands for orange alert दिया था ना हमने, heavy rainfall warning दिए थे। Heavy rainfall का मतलब होता है 7 centimeter to 11 centimeters.
okay, sir. So, sir, abhi in upcoming days, what will be the situation?
दो मैडम, आई थिंक आप थोड़ा कंफ्यूज है, मैं क्लैरिफाई कर दूं। हमने बहुत सारे फोरकास्ट देते हैं, 2 तरह के फोरकास्ट जब डेली बेसिस पे जाते हैं ना, 2 तरह का फोरकास्ट है हमारा। एक है कि डेली फोरकास्ट, आज के दिन में कितना बारिश होगा, 8:30 IST टू 8:30 IST, वो फोरकास्ट हम इशू करते हैं दिन में 1 बार या 2 बार। इसमें हम लिखे थे कि ऑरेंज अलर्ट दिए थे और हेवी रेनफॉल होगा, ये अलर्ट दिए थे, और हेवी का मतलब है 7 to 12 सेंटीमीटर। इसके अंदर एज डे प्रोग्रेसेस, व्हेन डे प्रोग्रेसेस वी इशू नाउकास्ट, और नाउकास्ट हर 3 घंटे में इशू कर रहे थे। इफ आई करेक्टली रिमेंबर, फ्रॉम 4:30 onwards we started predicting that there will be rainfall activity over Delhi Initially, we have moderate, then moderate to intense rainfall we predicted, and 3 to 5 centimeter rainfall was predicted per hour. And that forecast was issued at around 6:30 or so, indicating that there will be 3 to 5 centimeter rainfall per hour. And it was supported by all our observations like radar and satellite, and also the models which we run for NAPAST. And if you look at actually, it is occurred within the 5 to 7 centimeter rainfall per hour. It is occurred in certain places.
So what are the upcoming days? Is there any expectation?
वो तो हम prediction है, हम day-to-day basis में इसको follow कर रहे हैं. I request you to go to the website because immediately I do not remember what is the forecast for Delhi. So you please go through, and you can contact our people also.
Okay,
sir. Sir, Prabhudat,
have you ever checked the
witness line?
Prabhu ji बोलिए.
Sir, you said August will be normal rainfall, and you said August, September will be above normal rainfall. So far, we have received 102% rainfall. So if August will be normal 106%, assuming on the higher side also, then to be sure that August, September becomes above normal, the September rain should be at least 109 or 110. So do you expect September rain will be heavy, because this is important for the agriculture crop, standing crop? They may be damaged due to flood or this kind of situation. And we saw it in Madhya Pradesh 2-3 years when soybean crop got damaged due to very heavy rains.
Thank you, प्रभु जी. आपने सही तरीके से इसको इंटरप्रेट किया है. प्रेडिक्शन आप इंटरप्रेट करेंगे तो यही आता है जो आपने बताया कि अगस्त की तुलना में सितंबर में ज्यादा बारिश होगा. क्यों होगा, कैसे हो सकता है? एक तो हमारा मॉडल दिखा रहे हैं ऐसे जैसे आपने देखा है. दूसरा ये है कि जो हमारा लार्ज स्केल प्रोसेसेस का प्रेडिक्शन है, इसके हिसाब से अगस्त एंड के आसपास लानिना कंडीशंस डेवलप होने वाला है. इवन इफ लानिना कंडीशन डज नॉट डेवलप, ट्रेंड यही है कि अभी लानिना की तरफ मूव कर रहे हैं. जब लानिना की तरफ मूव कर रहे हैं तब इसका इम्पैक्ट एटमॉस्फेयर में ऑलरेडी आना शुरू हो गया है. सो मैं हिंदी बोल रहा हूँ, फिर इंग्लिश बोलूंगा. So what I want to say that neutral condition is prevailing at present. As per our forecast, La Nina condition is likely to develop towards the end of August or around end of August. It may be early September, whatever it is. And that is good for monsoon conditions. So that is the last process which will be favorable. And IOD is continuing as a neutral condition. It is expected neutral conditions. So therefore, the forecast which is issued today indicating above normal rainfall for August, September certainly indicates that September will have higher rainfall compared to August, number one. Number two, it certainly indicates that La Nina will have certain role towards the increased rainfall activity towards September.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Ashish ji.
सर आशीष देशमुख फ्रॉम पुणे.
बोलिए सर, बोलिए.
महाराष्ट्र में बहुत अच्छी बारिश हुई है. ये वेटेस्ट मंथ था क्या लास्ट 100 इयर्स में महाराष्ट्र के लिए, जुलाई?
ठीक है. So my request to I think Dr. Sujit is here. I think he will provide you the data. Any other questions? So thank you very much for your active cooperation and support in carrying forward the forecast and warning issued by IMD in different spatial scale and temporal scale. It has certainly helped the people. And I am sure that we will work together and we will meet again towards end of August or beginning of September. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Bye.